Put the phone down. I need you to stop editing that text. I need you to step away from whatever explanation you've been crafting for the last 40 minutes. The one with the word spark in it that you keep deleting and rewriting because something in you knows the word is wrong, but you don't have a better one yet. Before you send it, before you make a decision you cannot undo, I need you to hear this. You prayed for this. You sat before God and you told Him you were done with the chaos. You told Him you didn't want to cry over another man who disappeared for 3 days and came back with a meme. You did the work. You read the books. You set the standards. You waited. And now a man has entered your life who shows up on time, who remembers what you said 2 weeks ago, who doesn't manufacture distance to make you chase him, and your body is looking at all of that and saying, I'm just not feeling it. Beloved, I need you to understand what's happening inside you right now, because what you're calling no spark is not discernment. It is your wound speaking in a voice you have learned to trust. For years, maybe your entire adult life, your nervous system was trained by the men who came before him, the ones who kept you guessing, the ones who made your heart spike every time their name appeared on your phone, the ones who pulled away just long enough to make you desperate, then came back just long enough to make you stay. You felt all of that, and you called it chemistry. You called it passion. You called it feeling alive. But it was never chemistry. It was cortisol. It was your body pattern matching to the only version of love it had ever been taught. Love as something you have to earn, survive, and constantly prove yourself worthy of. And now a man is in front of you who does none of those things. He is simply present. He is steady. He is not a crisis. And your nervous system, trained for years to read the spike as love, is reading the steadiness as nothing. Your nervous system is wrong. There is a story in 2 Kings 5 I want you to sit with. A man named Naaman, a decorated general, powerful and respected, develops leprosy. He hears there is a prophet in Israel with the power to heal him. He travels with his entire retinue, with silver and gold and letters from kings, expecting a moment worthy of his stature. He arrives at the prophet Elisha's door, expecting a spectacle. Elisha does not even come outside. He sends a servant with a message, "Go wash in the Jordan River 7 times, and you will be clean." Naaman loses his mind. The Bible says he turned and walked away in a rage. He says, "And hear him, because this is you, I thought that he would surely come out to me and stand and call upon the name of his God and wave his hand over the place and cure the leper." He had an entire imagination built around what his healing was supposed to look like. There was supposed to be a performance. There was supposed to be a moment. And the muddy, unimpressive Jordan River was not it. He almost went home with his leprosy. It was his servants who stopped him. They said to him, "If the prophet had told you to do something great, would you not have done it?" In other words, if it had been dramatic, you would have trusted it. Why won't you trust the simple? Naaman went down. He dipped 7 times. He came up with skin like a child's, clean, completely restored. But beloved, catch what the Bible does not make dramatic. The healing felt like nothing while it was happening. It felt like muddy water. It felt ordinary. It felt beneath what he had imagined, because his idea of healing had been built around everything healing had never actually been, and he almost walked away from the real thing because it didn't match the fantasy. You are standing at the Jordan right now. You brought with you an imagination of what the One is supposed to feel like. You brought the butterflies you felt for men who hurt you, and you called that the template. You are looking at a steady, God-fearing man, and your body is saying, "This is too quiet. This is too simple. This can't be it." And there is a still small voice asking you the same question Naaman's servants asked him. If he had played games with you, you would have chased him. If he had gone cold for a week, you would have dreamed about him. Why won't you trust the one who simply shows up? Here is what is actually happening in your body, and I want you to hold this image. If you spent 20 years living in a house where the heat was always turned up to 104 degrees, your body would normalize that temperature. You would call the burn comfortable. You would call the sweat love. And the day someone finally fixed the thermostat, the day the temperature dropped to 72 degrees, the actual right temperature, you would feel cold. You would put on a sweater. You would wonder what was wrong with the room. You might even go looking for the old heat, because at least that felt like something. Nothing would be wrong with the room. The room would finally be right. Your thermostat would be wrong, and it would take time, weeks, maybe months, for your body to learn that 72 degrees is not absence. It is warmth that does not cost you your health. That is what is happening to you right now. You have been living in 104-degree relationships. You called the anxiety love. You called the exhaustion depth. You called the constant checking of your phone chemistry. And now a man who runs at a normal, human, God-ordained temperature is sitting across from you, and your body is saying something is missing. Nothing is missing. Your body is recalibrating, and recalibration takes time, and during that time your flesh will lie to you and call the right temperature cold. The Israelites did exactly this. God brought them out of Egypt, out of slavery, out of a system that was breaking them, and within weeks they were in the wilderness, weeping over what they left behind. Numbers 11 records them crying, "We remember the fish we ate in Egypt. We remember the cucumbers and the melons. But now there is nothing but this manna." They missed Egypt. Their bodies missed Egypt. They had been slaves, but slavery was familiar. Freedom tasted strange. Manna tasted like nothing they could name. And they stood in their liberation and grieved their bondage, because their bodies had not yet learned the difference between unfamiliar and wrong.